Hey everyone, I'm Mike from theparkprodigy.com, and on today's video, we're going to break down 5 things we are really excited for this year's Halloween Horror Nights. Now, Halloween Horror Nights is the ultimate horror fan's dream and is hosted at Universal Orlando theme parks. And you'll see, it's July as of the recording of this video, but slowly but surely we are getting into the spooky season. So we just wanted to create this video to give everyone at home a chance to see, hey, this is everything going on at this year's event. Now, I will say this is more so for like the, for the beginners who might not be as familiar with Halloween Horror Nights. All the experts out there, I'm sure you guys will be able to give us some good tips and tricks at the end of the video, just to let everyone else know, hey, these are some of the other cool things going on. But again, we're just trying to bring some awareness to the event, trying to get everyone as excited as possible for Halloween. I hope by the end of this video, you are just as excited as we are here at the Park Prodigy for this year's Halloween Horror Nights. I'm really excited for this video. Let's go get started. Thank you all so much for checking out this video. Like I said, we are about to break down 5 things that we are all really, really excited for this year's Halloween Horror Nights. And like I said, Halloween Horror Nights is the ultimate horror fan's dream, and it is hosted over at Universal Orlando. Now, of course, this event has been known for some of the best haunted houses, spooky entertainment, and of course, this event has been known to host the best haunted houses, spooky entertainment, shows, specially themed food, and so much more. Now, this year's Halloween Horror Nights will take place between September 2nd and October 31st. So starting at number 5, we do have new merchandise and the themed tribute store. Now, every single year and for every single special event, Universal Orlando Resort constructs amazing and elaborate themed tribute stores for Halloween Horror Nights, and there's nothing like this event. Now, this store is open to Universal Orlando guests throughout the day as well as during the event night, and the Halloween Horror Nights store is usually the main hub for the special merchandise that you might have already been seeing online. It is also full of immersive Universal props as well. Now, in 2021, the tribute store was themed after a creepy Victorian house with many different Easter eggs to the houses offered throughout the 30th Halloween Horror Nights anniversary. And that's no different when it comes to this year's Halloween Horror Nights tribute store. Now, if you're looking to come to Halloween Horror Nights for 2022, there are different kinds of merchandise items that you can expect to find in the tribute store, such as Halloween masks, decorative skulls, official Universal branded Halloween memorabilia, a variety of different Halloween Horror Nights clothing items, cups, mugs, or really any other souvenir, but with all the Halloween Horror Nights branding. And just like with many theme park events, the merchandise is almost just as popular as the actual event itself, and it does go quick. So moving on to number 4, and we do have the live entertainment. While a lot of the entertainment has yet to be announced, we can say that Universal has confirmed that there will be 2 live shows for this year's Halloween Horror Nights event. Now, you can expect a big water and projection show on the Universal Studios Florida Lagoon, and then a second show on the former Fear Factor Live stage. Now, last year we had the Marathon of Mayhem Carnage Factory on the Universal Studios Lagoon and the Halloween Horror Nights Nighttime Fuel Show on the Fear Factor stage. Now, the Marathon of Mayhem was a horror rock opera with all of the Universal Monsters icons taking center stage in a projection and water features. And of course, the Halloween Nighttime Fuel was an incredible show with aerial and fire performers set to electronica music set for the perfect after-hours party. Now, both of these were scarily entertaining, and we cannot wait to see what Universal creates this year. Just keep an eye out, but we are expecting 2 shows to be back. And of course, moving on to number 3, and we talk about food a lot, but we're going to keep talking about food because, hey, listen, when you make the food this cool, we just have to give a huge shout out to it. Now, per any Universal event, you can expect that there will be a variety of specially themed items offered during that event. And you'll see some of our favorite food for Universal comes specifically from the Halloween Horror Nights event. Now, throughout the event, you can find specially built booths and buildings stocked with similar scary bites, snacks, and meals. Now, you can also find the best Halloween Horror Night desserts and pastry items inside of the tribute store. And in the past, some of our favorite Halloween Horror Night food staples have been the Beating Heart candy treats, the Leatherface cherry pie, the Twisted Taters, the pizza fries, a huge shout out to the pizza fries, and of course the Ghostbusters themed popcorn. Essentially, it's green popcorn in a trap disposable popcorn bucket. I mean, dude, that sounds so amazing. And again, it just kind of adds to the whole Halloween theming. It just makes it so much more fun to be at the event. Okay, so now that we talked about food, let's move on to some of the other important stuff going on at this year's event. And of course, we do have the Universal Orlando rides. And one of the reasons why we love the rides is because, hey, Halloween Horror Nights is such a well-done event that, again, some people might not be over the top, into the haunted houses and the scare zone, stuff like that. However, we just feel like there's such a good mix, and specifically from a ride standpoint, we love that Universal Orlando has a bunch of the popular rides open. So if you are looking for some fun things to do with the kids, or if you're not over the top, you only go into some of the haunted houses, definitely be sure to keep an eye on the Universal Orlando rides. We actually did a full video on which rides Universal typically has open, which we will leave in the show notes. But again, one of the reasons why we're looking forward to this is because the wait times for the rides will just be so much less than on a normal day or a typical day. And that's because the haunted houses and the scare zones are getting a majority of the attention. So again, we just wanted to mention it. We love Halloween Horror Nights, but we love everything about it. As you can see, we love the merchandise, we love the food, we love being able to get on our favorite attractions with really, really low wait times. A little tip and trick, if you are going on Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts, do make sure that you get on it a little bit earlier in the night, because Universal will not keep this attraction open the entire Halloween Horror Nights night. Okay, so moving on to number one, and we haven't spoken about them yet, so you probably knew they were coming, but in at number one, we have the terrifying attractions. Specifically, we have the haunted houses. And of course, the haunted houses are mostly why guests love Halloween Horror Nights. Where else are you going to find 10 different haunted houses and 5 different scare zones, all located in one theme park within the same night? Not only that, but Universal is known for the special effects and incredible scare actors, so you will not be bored, and the special effects, everything that goes into this event, we've been talking about it, is so over the top and so well done. The other thing I will say is, from a price standpoint, I love the pricing of the Halloween Horror Night ticket. I think it's so affordable, and I think that's another reason why this event is so popular, because, hey, I'm not going to talk about who might have overpriced tickets. However, when you just look at Universal Orlando compared to Disney, I am going to talk about it. We just feel like, hey, Universal is just so much more affordable, and from an attention to detail standpoint, they're very two different events, don't get me wrong. However, we just feel like, hey, the haunted houses are so well done, and this is why we're talking about them. But of course, we can't forget about the scare zone. So while you're walking around Universal Studios Florida during Halloween Horror Nights, make sure that you survive one of the 5 scare zones where ghouls, killers, monsters will have no issue chasing you down. Now, of course, the important thing to note is there is absolutely no contact. However, it's just a fun way for guests to kind of get scared throughout the parks. But for the real main attractions, the Halloween Horror Night haunted houses are by far some of our favorite. Like we said, there are 10. At the time of this recording, we only know of 4 at this point. So number 1, we have the Horrors of Blumhouse. So you'll enter the worlds of 2 horror masterpieces from Blumhouse while you face moments from Freaky and the Black Phone. Over at number 2, we are bringing back Halloween. Now, the classic from the 1978 film is coming back. Guests will come face to face with Michael Myers and try to escape this classic film. We have Universal's Monsters. We have Legends Collide. Now you're caught in the epic battle between Wolfman, Dracula, and the Mummy. This is another classic, one of my all-time favorites. And then something really new this year, we did actually have an announcement that The Weeknd joins forces with Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights for the first time ever to inspire a new terrifying house based on the record-breaking After Hours album. So although that's all we have so far, we just know that the haunted houses are going to be top notch. And again, that's the most exciting thing that we are looking forward to at this year's Halloween Horror Nights events. That's the list, guys. That's pretty much what we came up with so far. We're going to keep an eye out, and be sure to go check out our blog as we get more info on this year's Halloween Horror Nights event. If there's anything that I missed that you specifically are looking forward to about this year's event, just be sure to leave it in the comment section. Hey, if we think that everyone needs to know about this, we'll make sure to pin it so everyone can see what we missed, and everyone can say, hey, this is what you should look forward to at this year's Halloween Horror Nights event. We really appreciate you guys checking out this video. Thank you so much for the support on YouTube to this point. I really hope that you found this video helpful. I think that's all the time we have for today. Until next time, I will talk to you guys soon.